on God's jolly frickin' green earth asked for this? What's going on, viewers? It's TVB, and I'm here tonight to review Den of Thieves 2 Pantera, which is my first, 2025 movie review. Technically speaking, I'm not counting last week with Nora because that was, a 2024 release, but I didn't get a chance to see it until last week. So, this is, because last week we were pretty slow on, new January releases, I figured, okay, let's just see Nora last week, and let's see Den of Thieves 2 this week. I usually wait until Tuesdays to see movies, but, I gotta work tomorrow night, so I figured I might as well just see it tonight instead. When I saw the trailer for Den of Thieves Part 2, I was just just why? I guess the first Den of Thieves did well enough at the box office to, warrant a sequel. I remember, because I did remember seeing, the first Den of Thieves back in 2018 when I was a freshman at CSU, but I'm gonna be totally honest with you, viewers, I barely remember anything that happened in that film. Literally all I remember from it is that it was a heist movie with Gerald Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. and 50 Cent. That was all I remember from it. So when I saw that they were getting a trailer for it, I was just like, okay, maybe they'll improve on the predecessor. Maybe they'll, learn from them, just they make it better, more memorable than the first film. And I will say, now that I've seen Den of Thieves Part 2, I will say this. I do consider it just a step above its predecessor, mostly because, like I said, the first film was just so, it wasn't terrible by any means. It was bad, but not offensive enough for me to really remember it. And that's kind of how I feel about Den of Thieves Part 2 with Pantera. I'll give the film credit where credit is due. The cinematography is very spot on. The film looks great. And Gerald Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr., they reprised their roles from the last film. And there were some scenes where they had some pretty decent chemistry. There's a lot of really stiff dialogue and writing throughout this film. But, in the first half of this movie is 2 hours and 24 minutes long. And there's, some scenes where, especially in the first half, where it really drags. It does get better in the second half. There's this one scene with, where Gerald Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. are, going out with their cronies, and, after that is when the heist actually starts. That's the thing. We have to get through the first hour, the first, half of the film is just quite a slog to get through. If you need to, I'm kind of surprised myself that I didn't fall asleep during it, considering I've been up since 5 a.m. There is, a pretty neat, without spoiling it, obviously, there is kind of a neat plot twist nearing the end of the film, and I was like, okay, we can end, so the film's gonna end like this? Alright, not a terrible ending after the kind of cool heist and, fight and the action scenes that we got. But in the film, it's okay, the film could end right there, but it's oh, nope, the scene goes on, and it's oh, the film's gonna end here. Oh, nope, then the film's gonna keep going on. Oh, nope, it's gonna end right here. It's guys, come on, just end the freaking film already. Overall, I'm keeping this review very just bite-sized because, there's really not too much I can say about about Den of Thieves Part 2. If you guys consider it, for those of you who remember the first film better than I do you consider this, better or worse, or on the same level, the two Den of Thieves films? Which one do you like better or worse? Let me know in the comments down below. As of now, I'm gonna echo the sentiments I had at the first film. Again, this, Den of Thieves 2 Pantera, it's not, it's not, I didn't hate this movie, but it's just, it doesn't, it's not offensive enough for me to, really remember it that well, but it could have been a lot better, and it's in January release dates, these are kind of inevitable. I'm giving this film a 3 out of 9 stars. It's a forgettable film. Alright, so like I said in my last video when I gave my my top 9 of, worst movies of the decade so far, when I concluded my top 9 week, I'm gonna try to, on Tuesday evenings where I don't have to work, obviously, I'm still gonna see movies on Tuesdays. I might get used to seeing movies Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays, because those are my off days from the zoo now, which is why I took a second job recently. So, depending on my schedule, I am determined to, obviously, every year, I'm determined to see movies on a weekly basis whenever I can, and, just make other videos. Stay tuned. I'm gonna, I'll get back to Turtle Tuesday episodes probably sometime nearing the end of this month, and you guys will see why we get there. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and stay beastly.